We're going to start right here with someone who starts us off really well every time. Not every time, but sometimes. After Jerry made his transition, the first seminar that Esther did without him, oh, he's all over the place. Have any of you spotted him yet? He's a big ball of energy, and if you can see energy, you'll see him. But that first seminar, Esther was thinking about the potency of his questions. And in that first seminar, we found this guy, put him in the chair, and Esther never worried about that again because she realized that there are deep thinkers who are steeped in all of this and in life who can continue to verbalize in words those leading edge questions.
And so, nice to be back. I'd like some help with recalibrating something for myself because I feel like I have created my own vibrational impasse within me.
Yeah, if there is one, you always did it.
Right.
And don't feel bad about it because they just keep showing up and then you calibrate around them. That's what path of least resistance is, moving around the blockages. Don't even have to remove the blockages. Just find a way around them.
Okay.
Isn't that good? That means you don't have to rid the planet of everybody else. They can still stay.
So, just a brief review. So when I know you have talked about when someone says they love somebody else, that you're using that person as an excuse or a reason to line up with your source.
Give us a little broader description.
Sure.
There's a lot of theys and somebodies, and so let's
Right.
get clear about who's who in this scenario before we tell you all things that are wrong.
Okay, fair enough. So there's a person in my life that I have great affection for, and it isn't reciprocated. And that drives me a little nuts.
Yeah.
But then there's the part of me that knows that's not my business.
Yeah.
That he's going to do what he's going to do, and I don't have any control over it.
Yeah.
But I still find myself wrapped up in the almost tantruming stage of like, damn it, why not? Kind of a thing. And I know it doesn't feel good. And I know what that means that it doesn't feel good. Yet I still find myself in that sort of uncalibrated loop of despair.
Well, we're going to start in a broad place, and that won't surprise you because we always do. But we want to take this opportunity. We'll help you with this specifically, of course. But we want to take this opportunity to help you all to understand that you proceed under a flawed premise, usually, that does not serve you and never ever will. And that flawed premise is that it matters to me what you think about me. And it also seems to you that if I think this toward you, then you should think likewise toward me. Oh, that's tricky. Because what anyone feels or perceives in any moment in time is way more about what they've been doing and what they've brought their vibration to than anything that has to do with you in this moment. So we want you to consider this just as a really good basis, not just for this question, but for this day. And then we'll go back and walk through this. Think about law of attraction, the law of attraction, and how it manages everything. And think about what it says is that everyone is offering a vibration, and those vibrations are being managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is managing all of that. And as the law of attraction is managing all of it, that means that nothing can come to you that is not vibrationally active within you, which means as you get a response from someone that isn't pleasing, your awareness of that is active in your vibration. So it's hard for you to get anything else. And it feels to you like if they would just do something different, you would feel better, while we keep saying if you would do something different, you would feel better. And if you would do something different, maybe that very person would be activated in a different way. In other words, maybe you would own the room in a more powerful way and evoke something different. Or maybe someone else through the path of least resistance would just zoom right in and fulfill everything that you want because you're clear and clean and pure and calibrated in your vibration. You don't have all this know what I don't want mixed in with it. So now think about the law of attraction and see yourself as someone who's decided, apart from this conversation, apart from maybe you woke up in the day and you're not yet thinking about that, fat chance, but let's just say that happened. And so your vibration is clear and you are calibrated to your inner being. And so you've decided to really isolate, calibrate, tend to, tune to the frequency of you. So you sit for a little while after you've meditated and you make some statements on a page about emotional things, which are indicators of your calibration. And you don't write things that you do not mean, but you write things and you mean them, and you've practiced it enough that you're pretty good at it. And so you write things like, I feel eager about this day. I feel frisky about this day. I feel blessed in this day. Now, the first day you sit to do this, maybe not so much, but after you do this for a little while, it takes some doing to calibrate to your blessedness when not so blessed things are sometimes happening. But you can do it, and your calibration is everything because your calibration to your source energy is your point of attraction. So I feel blessed, and I feel eager, and I feel expansive, and I feel ready, and I feel open, and I feel full of myself, and I feel fun, and I feel strong, and I feel intuitive, and I feel flexible, and I feel eager, and I feel balanced. I feel good. I feel really, really good. I feel good. So you calibrate. Now, what's happened? Whether you write it or just say it, it's better to write it because you'll focus better. And it's better to do it the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day because after a little while, it really catches on. And when you write those words, you feel the resonance of them because it lights your inner being up with you. The two of you become a powerful, dynamic, powerful, good-feeling team. It's the awesome power, or we like to say the awesome pleasure, of non-resistant thought that you've got going on with your non-physical partner. That's a powerful point of attraction. One who's connected to that is more powerful than millions who are not. So it's worth taking the time to do it. So you're all tuned into that. And now the image that Esther has in her mind is she's in this energy bubble. And she's now moving out into the world, into traffic, through the airports, into places where lots of people are. And because she's tuned to all things wanted are lighting up all around her. And those lighted up things are her world. And the things that she didn't calibrate to, like nobody loves me or resentment or what's up with that or that was rude of you or what? I've given all this to you and you feel that way about me? Since that's not what she's calibrated to, since she's calibrated to who she really is, as she moves through the world, she's in sync with Source. Things that match the way she feels show up. Now, let's say you're in this bubble and you've done that and you're moving out into the world. And let's say the world that you've moved out into is right now small. It's just your thought world. It's just your thoughts of the people that you know. And because you've calibrated to this, the people that are going to come to your mind are the people who are calibrated there with you. People in a bad mood aren't going to come to your mind. People not in love with life and not in love with themselves are not going to come to your mind. And so just in your thought world, you are already cleaner, purer, more calibrated, but then you move into the day. Then you move into conversations. Just the ideas of who you will reach out to will be about what you're calibrated to. You can always tell two ways. You can tell what you are a vibrational match to. We've been saying this forever. One is how you feel and one is by what happens. But most people don't even think about calibrating until they bump into something unwanted. And then we love you so much, it's too late. Too late for now. You're just going to bump into them and you're just going to get your feelings hurt and you're just going to have a bad experience. and you're going to blame it on them, and you're going to practice the uncalibration of your inner being while you practice resentment and other things that just don't serve you at all.